Today, I've partnered up with Adobe Express so you can learn how to do more in less time by creating content in bulk. All you need is an Adobe Express template and a simple spreadsheet. I'm a solopreneur myself, and I really understand how difficult it is to have to do everything yourself. It feels like you can't work fast enough to fit everything into the working day. But unless something changes quickly, you're going to feel overwhelmed, you're going to miss revenue opportunities, and your business growth will begin to stagnate. The secret is streamlining and automating your work processes as much as possible. So in part 1 of this video, I'm going to show you how to bulk create as many as 99 simple social media posts from one Adobe Express template. In part 2, we'll take it one step further by using this technique to generate social media content for marketing campaigns, which will actually grow your business. Finally, I'll share a bonus tip with you, which will save you even more time so you can focus on something new. So let's make a start. Start off in Adobe Express. Just type adobe.com/express into your browsers. I'll leave a clickable link underneath this video to help you get started. Next, select your template. And this is mine. It's a quotation template. If you haven't got a template already designed, you can choose one from the vast selection of templates that are all professionally designed for Adobe Express. Carrying on with my own template, the next step is to calculate how many separate elements will be changed in each template variation. And you can create as many as 99 template variations. So I've got 2 separate text boxes, one for the quotation and one for the source. Next, create a simple spreadsheet. So you can do that in Google Sheets, in Mac Numbers or Excel. And so this is my spreadsheet, and I've got 2 columns. So I've got the quotation itself and the source of the quotation in the second column. The next thing you need to do is label each column very clearly. So I'm going to call this column quotation and the second column source. Okay, next you need to export the spreadsheet as a CSV file, and that's very important. So export to CSV, and then you're going to save that to your laptop. Going back into Adobe, you're now going to go up to the top toolbar and click on Bulk Create. From here, you're going to either drag and drop or upload that CSV file that you've just saved. Now click Next at the bottom of the column, and here you're going to match the elements in your template with the corresponding columns you just set up in the CSV file. It might feel a bit strange to begin with, but once you select an element, so let me just click the quotation text, a prompt appears in the left-hand side column to connect that element. So if I click on that again, and now I'm going to select quotation. And I'm going to do exactly the same with the source of the quotation. So I'm going to click on Marie Forleo, go to the left-hand side column, click Connect Element, click in the little text box here, and then select Source. Once that's done, select Next. And in the left-hand side column, if I open that out, you can see a very basic spreadsheet, and Adobe Express has imported all the data from your CSV file. Let me just close that down again. And on the right hand side, you can see all of your templates that are going to be automatically generated when I click the next button. So I'm going to do that now and create 24 pages. And in an instant, Adobe Express has bulk created 24 separate templates, just like that. You can edit any of these templates by double-clicking on them. The remaining templates will appear like little thumbnail images underneath. I'm going to go in here and select the text because it's too big, and then use the text menu to just decrease the size of the font slightly and reposition it. And there we are. That is 24 beautiful quotation templates all ready to share on social media. Now you've learnt the basic technique of bulk creating in Adobe Express. We're now going to take it one step further by creating a series of marketing posts, including images and photos this time. So this is the template I'm going to use. And this time around, I'm going to vary the template background, my photograph, and 3 areas of text. So the subheading, body text, and the call to action. So now I need to create another spreadsheet. I've got 5 columns, one for the title, the body text, the call to action, but I've also added 2 blank columns, one for the background that I showed you and one for my photograph. And this is where the fun really starts, because I'm going to show you how to add different image and photo variations to the spreadsheet. Just as I did before, I'm going to now export this spreadsheet as a CSV file to my laptop. Back to my template in Adobe Express. The next step I need to take is to click on Bulk Create in the Adobe Express toolbar. Upload my CSV file. Wonderful. Click Next. Now I'm going to select each separate element in my template and match it to a corresponding column in my CSV file. So this is the title. I'm going to click Connect Element and then select Title from the drop-down menu. And I'm going to go through all of this very quickly because I've done it before, but just to show you again, call to action. And now this is different because now I'm including some images. So if I select the background of my template, connect element, and then type background. Then I'm going to click on this tick icon and then repeat this step for my photograph. Just be sure that the new names you give your elements match up exactly with the spreadsheet. Once that's done, click Next at the bottom of the column. Click on the double-ended arrow at the top. All the data from the spreadsheet has been uploaded. I have my title, the body text, the call to action, also the background of my template and the photograph. Now this is where it gets really interesting. So I'm going to click on Add Multiple Assets. And in this box here, I'm going to either upload or drag and drop the different image file variations. I'm going to start off with the photographs that I want for my biopics. There we are. They're not very good, I'm afraid. You will make a much better job than me. And I've also uploaded my second brand lilac slide. And this is the fun part. Scrolling across, I'm going to drag and drop each separate photograph into a separate row. Just like that. It's very easy. Okay, so I have different photographs now in this column. And I'm going to do exactly the same with the lilac background. I'm just going to drag and drop it into alternate rows, just for a bit of variety, so people don't get fed up of seeing the same thing. Okay, so now I'm going to click Done, close the datasheet down, and here are my beautiful templates that are all ready to go. So all that's left for me to do now is create 6 pages. And here they are. And just as we did before, we can double click in any of them to open them up in the design editor. The other templates are at the bottom. You can see them by way of thumbnail images. And from here, you can go in and make any adjustments or edits that you want. I promised you a bonus at the start of this video, so I'm going to show you how to schedule all of these templates to your chosen social media platform within Adobe Express ahead of time, so you can put a tick in the done box and move on to the next project. So rather than go through the rigmarole of downloading each template to your device and then remembering to go into social media at the correct time to upload the relevant template and then add your captions, you're going to save yourself a heap of time by doing this instead. Make a note of when you want each template to be posted onto your social media platform. I want this final template to be posted the day before my webinar. So I'm going to click on the big blue Share button in the top right hand corner of the Adobe Express toolbar. Scroll down until I find Share to Social and click on that link. Next, I need to select the social media channel from the pull down menu. If you've not already connected your social media channels with Adobe Express, don't worry. Just click on Open Connections, select the social media channel you want to connect, and just follow the instructions on screen. It is very easy. Next, you want to write your caption or a description. You have Adobe Express's AI assistant at your fingertips to help you write that prompt. From here, I can either schedule my post, publish it now, or save it as a draft. I'm going to schedule it for the day before my webinar, which if I click on the calendar icon is the 31st of August. I'm going to set the time for 20:05, and the last step to take now is to click on schedule. And so if I look in my calendar, here's my post scheduled to go out on the 31st of August at 20:05, and I don't need to do anything else. If you found this video useful, you might be interested in learning how to use Adobe Express to make easy peasy talking head videos. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.